I'm gonna show you 3 stretches and 3 exercises that are gonna put your shoulders back in place to stop the pain through here. The first problem is stemming from a hump in your middle spine called kyphosis. This is stemming from tight abs and a weak back. That means to get rid of kyphosis, we have to stretch the abs and strengthen the middle back so that we have a nice flat back. To stretch out the abs, simply lay over a Bosu ball and extend your arms out to stretch both the abs and the chest. Then, throughout the day, try and sit up nice and tall, not only to stretch the front muscles, but to develop the core muscles and break your bad posture habits, which is really the stem of all of the issues. You can also use the stability ball for the stretch and the exercise because it is a little bit cheaper, but I do like the Bosu because it is more stable and requires less balance. Stretching the abs will pull you back temporarily, but now we need to strengthen the middle back so that those muscles can hold you in that position all the time. To strengthen the back, you'll flip over on the Bosu and perform a back extension. Notice the position that Renee is holding right now. This is the best position to engage both your upper and your middle back. Now that we've got the hump out of the middle back and we've got a flat back, we have to drive the shoulder blades back, which requires stretching the chest and strengthening the upper back muscles. The stretch for the chest is very simple with no equipment needed. All you have to do is externally rotate your shoulders backwards. This will stretch the chest and open up the upper back so that now we can do upper back exercises properly. The importance of the external rotation is the reason why all physical therapists make you do these exercises during shoulder rehab, but you don't really need the resistance. All you need is to make sure that your shoulders are externally rotated back all day, every day. At first, your chest will be so tight and your external rotators will be so weak that you'll only feel a little motion from the outside of the shoulder. As the chest starts to stretch out and your upper back gets stronger, you'll be able to rotate deeper and deeper until you can feel rotation all the way from your spine. But in order to get into those deep muscles, we need to add in an upper back exercise, which is gonna be the row. I love this version of the row because it's cheap and you can do it from home. All you need is a resistance band, a handle, and a door anchor. When done correctly, the row exercise will help stretch out the chest and strengthen the upper back so that you can hold your upper back in the correct position, which your shoulders need to be healthy. We've got to fix this first because when you're rowing, hunched over, you can't actually squeeze between the shoulder blades and get into the upper back. You actually have to sit up tall with a little arch in the back in order to squeeze the upper back correctly. Once you get the resistance band in the door, then you're gonna drive your shoulders back, then you're gonna rotate your shoulders back, then you're gonna keep your upper back in this position and you're just gonna drive the elbow back without letting the shoulder move forward. That's the way you're really gonna get in through the back. You'll notice throughout the exercise that the band keeps pulling your shoulder forward. You're gonna have to keep resetting and driving it backwards throughout the set to make sure that we're gaining the strength through here, which is the muscles that are gonna continually hold your shoulders in the proper position. When you first start this exercise, your range of motion is gonna be small because your chest and your shoulders are still sitting too far forward. Over time, our goal is not to actually lift heavier, but to be able to drive the elbows back further and stretch the chest out further, which will get deeper and deeper into the back muscles. But hold on, we're not done yet. At first, you'll notice that there's a lot of pressure through here when starting the row exercise, and that's just because your upper back is weak, so your traps are trying to take over, which is your neck muscles. We know that you're really getting there when you're able to squeeze back and down, and there's no activation through here, only activation through here. But now we have to focus on the lat muscles, which are gonna be important in pulling your shoulder blades down so that there's no pressure in the neck. So to alleviate the neck pain, we need to do the same thing as with the upper back. We need to stretch out the neck or the traps, and we need to strengthen the lats. Let's start with a stretch of the neck. You can use the same band that you use for the rows. You're going to step on the band, let the band pull your shoulder down, and you're gonna drive your neck to the opposite side so that you should feel a great stretch right through the traps and neck. Do that on both sides, and then reattach the band to the door at a high level so that we can go straight into the lat pull exercise. The pull down is gonna be very similar to the row. So first we're gonna have to arch through the middle back a little bit, then drive both shoulder blades back, squeeze through there, and then rotate the shoulders back. Now we're locked in. Now drive the elbow in, keep it nice and tight. You see how her upper back is stabilizing so that we can get down through the middle back. This middle back is what's gonna save your neck from doing the work. So you know that you've fully developed your lat muscles when you no longer feel any pressure through your neck. So how often should you do these stretches? You can do these stretches all day throughout the day. It's gonna help alleviate some of that pain just by keeping those tight muscles looser. But just doing the stretches isn't gonna get you the results. We have to strengthen the weaker muscles through the 3 exercises that I showed you. Doing those 3 exercises 3 to 4 times per week is ideal. You wanna do 3 sets of 15 to 30. And remember, we're not focused on trying to lift heavier, we're focused on trying to get deeper and deeper into the upper back and middle back position. Remember during these exercises that you need to go slow and continue to fix your posture throughout. Then throughout the all day, every day, you need to remember to be in that position. If you are doing these exercises in the proper position, but then all day, the rest of the day, you're in bad posture, it's still gonna be hard to fix that posture. So try and think of your mom standing behind you all day, every day, telling you to sit up straight. Now, what other exercises you can do will depend on the level of damage in your shoulders. If you can do other exercises without your shoulders hurting, then go for it. But with all exercises, upper body, core, lower body, you always need to be in the position of upper back squeezed back and locked into your middle back. Once you're able to do that, then you're clear for all chest exercises, shoulder exercises. But remember, before all exercises, squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Let me know how your process is going and make sure to check in again for more videos on how to alleviate joint pain.